Take a deep breath. Hey, if you're just coming in, I was on another live and someone called me and then I could not, it didn't say unmuted, but there was no sound. Whew. Just trying to breathe over here. My goodness. Oh, Miss Kim. Yeah, I've had a rough day. I was just in a live, in my live, and someone called me. I'm on my phone, and so it kicked out the sound. But I had a panic attack a few hours ago. Still kind of have it. I took a little piece of a Ativan. I almost said Prozac and it's not. But I was in, did you see me at all in Aaron's chat? Okay. Because my hellos get deleted. Man, it's been a rough day. Pretty much was yelling in the other stream that I could not unmute myself. Yeah, Miss Kim, any comments I make are deleted in his stream. And I find it funny because I couldn't focus all day since the initial of the panic attack, and then I'm still shaking and nauseous and headache and wanting to pass out. But I went in there to see what a lawsuit Scientology would be named in, and it's like I saw you first and then a couple others, and I said, hi, Kim, hi, Aaron, or, you know, whichever order I did, and delete. I even took screenshots, because it's been happening. And because I'm tied to, I've done streams with Perth Audit and Miriam from Scientology up north, and Aaron has called them out. I've just am blown away, because it's like guilty by association. And I talked about this in the last stream that I just ended, because someone had called and my mic would, I couldn't unmic myself. And it got me out. I'm still a little shaky and not completely on, like, focused and out of my anxiety attack, like, just overwhelmed over here with my emotions. But that right there, I was like, okay, that's not right. Like, what's going on? Like, that's the one thing I'm like, it doesn't matter who you're friends with, who you like. I'm not trolling you. I'm actually here to fight a cult, and this is the one focus that's not stressful for me at all. Takes me away from my life in the moment. Oh, hey. Yeah. Their board has been corrupt. Hi, Joe. Thankfully they're getting rid of their whatever her name is. No, Joe, I've been having panic attacks today, or one panic attack that's lasted. Yeah. So, no, I took screenshots, but it's the one thing that has gotten me out of this, you know, and I just was yelling in my other stream. Someone had called me, Peter, and I could not, it didn't say I was muted, and the only thing I could do was get out of that screen, end the stream and start a new one. But yeah, no, more appointments and fighting the school on my daughter's treatment plan. It's going to upset them more, because I was trying not to take her out of school, but they won't facilitate an appointment once a week. So I have to take more time off and then make another appointment explaining this is why. Dumbasses. And I'm just so mad, but then it's like, it's back all on me. I have no support from actual professionals other than, thankfully, her psychiatrist and 3 other therapists. She's got 4 people facilitating care. So what the hell? And then I have to make sure it's all organized. Yay me. And then my husband's like, well, that's what we gotta do. And it's like, but I'm tired of being the responsible one over here. So yeah, no, just going and fighting Scientology. And I know I wanted to move away from it for political reasons this year, because I want them, just like how they're going to be held accountable on the front of being a religion and not reporting, is exactly the type of political angle you have to go in, because apparently abuse is fine. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, Peter, that's the other thing, because it's all up to Caitlin, but my daughter's name's Caitlin. I don't know why I'm sharing that, but whatever. I'm having some sort of mental day. She needs, we've been asking her that yesterday, because here's the options of going to continual adult school type thing, or just take the test, get your GED, and move on. But she's afraid of the future. She is terrified of the future and just flips out. So you can't even approach her on what she's going to do with her life. It's nope. So with that thinking, it's kind of getting her the process of self-validation is the focus this week. And having that distortion of reality and recognizing it, and then finding evidence base to counteract that. It's all like step-by-step psychological. I'm just overwhelmed. And so it's kind of, and we've told the district this, all of them, but now that there's a behavior pattern, that's when they're like, oh, we could deal with that. And they're forgetting the anxiety portion that created this. And they're now saying, well, she's doing this on purpose. No. And so I'm like, not this Christmas, but the last Christmas, she resorted to a 7-year-old's little self and only wanted stuffed animals. So no, you cannot tell me we just made all this shit up. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm her constant advocate. And it is exhausting to be the only one, because my husband's just like, let her fail. But I'm like, it's like, I could push her, but if you push too hard, it's like pushing someone over the edge, just the cliff. Whee! And that's not right. And so after finding that, I think we found the right dosage and medication, because she's alert and like there, and will ask actually questions that are not sidetracked all of a sudden like sparkles. Yeah, Kim, she was partially in for suicidal, whatever, being suicidal in fall. She's doing another program right now. They're not validating it, so I have meetings upon meetings to straight up tell them, holy shit, you guys need to get it together. And apparently, since you can't get it together, I'm stepping in. This is what's going to happen, like it or not. And I have to be the big mama bear, and then do what I have to do to get her through this program. It's on my shoulders. So I'm just like, F you. Screw you. You're supposed to be helping me. It's not fair. And that's why I was like, can I get back to fighting the cult? That was easier. That was a lot easier. Yeah. We keep telling her college is easy because you get to pick the times of your classes. You get to choose your path. You're not just, here's what's offered and that's it. No, there's so much more to this world. And that's what this morning meeting was about, because Caitlin heard she can't take certain classes and she has to be there all day and it's gonna suck. That's what she heard. because she tells me. I was just like, we need a meeting because we're going to do this all over again. And even if you have questions afterwards, you can email. It's not final. Let's just go and see. And she was more involved. And I even said to the counselor, I was like, do you see what's happening now? This is different. She's like, oh yeah, Caitlin's here. Caitlin's involved. And she even volunteered to take a test, the military test that to see what field you would be good in. It takes you out of 3 periods, and it's not with your grade or anything. She's like, I'll take it. And I'm just like, what? She doesn't want to be involved usually. She's like, nope, I don't need to be here any longer than I need to be. I do not need to be taking any tests that doesn't matter. Whoo. Yeah, Peter. And she volunteered for that one, which I am shocked. I was like, yep. So it's, I'm like, things are going to look up. You don't see it yet, Caitlin, but everybody else that has seen, whew, you're going to be able to see the beginning, middle, and end of every task now, instead of all of its crap. All of it. Because that's what she sees. She's like, this is dumb. So yeah, no, I'm like, I see the up, but I'm like, I don't want to be the sole bearer of this. It's huge. It's horrible. It's this keeping someone mentally thriving. What'd you say? Can't even. I don't know how to pull up the comments. I don't know. I see your comments like go by, but I don't know how to put it back. Peter, I think I know what you're talking about. I tried to pull it back. But yeah. No, I'm like, do you want to be done with high school? She's like, no, because I don't want to grow up. I don't want to be here. The world is so scary for her. Okay, because it just pops up and then goes away. Pops up, so. But yeah. She just thinks the world's scary, and she had no interest. She still has interest. She loves science. She's not going to be in customer service, I can guarantee you. You don't want her in customer service. But yeah, we told her that even with college, because she's like, would I even be, allowed in with, like accepted? And we're like, yeah. And then you can retake a class that you already did just to get a better grade. And they'll look at that grade instead of the past, because she's in her junior year. So all the other past grades are not going to affect you. Like, that's the past. We can't change it, but that's what they're looking right now on what you could take your senior year. So, because she has several Fs several times a year, she doesn't meet the requirements to be a TA or to be to have a missed period for a later day or early day. And then it's like she can't take art right now because she keeps missing art. It's the first period. So people think she comes, oh yeah, she starts her day at second period. No, that's what she does, but that's not what she's supposed to do. Yeah. Exactly again. So the options are still on the table. It's just I'm hoping by summertime, because I can waive the biotech one. And then she's looking to eliminate the schoolwork because it's overwhelming for her. But right now she's anticipating the overwhelming. That's how I know like the pill is working. It's keeping the high, overwhelmed feeling. Oh, but she's anticipating the behavior pattern, so therefore she's going to avoid. And then everybody's going to be pushing. Oh yeah, love wins. She was in the middle of 6th grade. And then junior high, they were all on screens. And by the time 9th grade came around, they were in full session and she didn't want to be there. She did not want to be there. And I've been struggling for 3 years now. 3 fucking years with her anxiety. Last year, her vice principal says, "Can you pick her up?" She refuses to go to class. This year, right after suicide thoughts, she went into treatment every single day. I had to take her to and from this inpatient care for a month and a half. Get her back in school, and she's like, she's like, okay, if she doesn't go to class, she's cutting. Can you guys hear me, or did it go again? Check, check. Check, check. Can you guys hear me? Oh, thank God. Because my husband just called me. I'm like, wrong time, husband. Unless you want to get yelled at. Oh. But yeah. No, I get her back in, and that same vice principal's like, no, if she can't get to class. And I'm like, I just got her back. I'm trying to tell her this is a safe place, and everybody is against her. She sees it. Everybody is freaking against her and calling her out, saying she's making this up after wanting to die. So I'm all, F you people. And then it's the new year, and you don't want to comply with another therapy thing. What are we doing? Oh, okay. Well, at least the sound's on. I had to end a live. Because I could not figure out. It didn't say that I was muted, but I was muted. But yeah, no, this is hard. I rather full time be against this cult, and that will make me happy. Just, because I can deal with the Jerrys. I can deal with other people that out themselves. Woo. But keeping a person sane in this very insane world, what? I don't have an answer. I don't even have a book that I can go like, you know what? Here's the formula for that one. Here's the behavioral plan. Here's the anxiety techniques. And you got it? Good. Nope. So yeah. No, I'm just not having a good day. I had a little meltdown. I had a panic attack. I cursed at the attendants, or I used curse words at the attendance office lady. Because my daughter's like, why'd you park way over there? I don't fucking know. Don't ask me questions. I don't know. I'm just here to pick you up. The car may be way down there, but it's there. Yeah. Joe, my daughter in junior high, when she was over there in person sometime, it was like half and half. She flat out said, I'm leaving, and I had to call the office going, get my daughter. She's one of those that will say what she means when she's really mad. She's had enough. She's gone. She's gone. She's gone. She's walking down the street somewhere. Just get her. Yeah. We, loved ones, we told our daughter that we would get in her trouble. And she partly cared, but she was more anxious about it, so it didn't work either. It's like nothing helped. So yeah, no, she's late every single day. Today she was on time because of the 8:30 appointment, and she rushed herself. But then she's like crashes. She's like, I'm just so tired, because she's fighting anxiety every morning. Like, she wakes up and it's intense. It's all at her, and she doesn't know what to do. So, and I just wish I could take that away from her. And I've told her, I wish I could take it from you, because that's no way to live. Just no way to live. So that's the other reason why I have anxiety. I'm like, if I'm done, what is she? If I'm overwhelmed, what is she? So, just breaths today, and just, I don't know. Just not a good day. Sunday, the principal's gonna hear it, or Monday's gonna. I know they have their, yep, we can't do this. Okay, then this is the only thing, and it's gonna piss you off because the school gets in trouble with her truancies. That's why they're on us. Well, you have a kid. Have a kid that they can't get it together. Oh, Miss Kim, thank you. No, and this is why I'm not at work right now. That's why my husband's like, why aren't you know? No. Homeschool would have made her agoraphobic, and that's the other. They were terrified that it would go backward, way backwards, and create another problem. So that's her exposure therapy. She gets breaks. Technically she gets in trouble if she steps outside. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, she's supposed to sit there with her feelings and do a skill or something, and then come back like it didn't happen. Are we out of our minds? Everybody just out of their minds? Or like, oh, yeah. Yeah. No, and I just want her to be a functioning human being. And it's just been a long freaking road. Too long. But I'm still her advocate. I'm still just keep going. Oh, Love Wins. Not this last December, but the December of going into 2024, we got her an IEP. And they're not happy about it because now it's going to change a little with extra testing. And so that's why they keep fighting, and I keep fighting of what's happening. She's in treatment, and I had the psychiatrist wrote a letter saying it's counterintuitive and inappropriate for them to say cut if she's missing any class time, it's cutting, and she will have Saturday detention for 4 hours. So I had another vice principal call me and ask me, is Caitlin showing up? No, she's not showing up for a detention. And here's why. And I had to tell them to start to finish about her anxiety, the progress she's made, what we're doing now, and we're in the middle of treatment. I even have a letter that I turned in. So, and I wanted to say, why are you even calling me? And because she had no idea. So, for a vice principal to not talk to their colleague vice principal. And so she's like, okay, it's medically excused. Thank you. And I'm like, thank you. Hung up, and I'm all, what the? Like, anybody hearing me? Anybody listening? Or are we just making shit up as we go, and then Caitlin just has to deal with it? And I have to deal with it. So, no, her medical, she has a medical, clearly states what her BIT plan is, the behavioral individual plan, but that's changing because there's this huge team, and we can't, that's why when the stupid vice principal went rogue and said that's cutting, I was like, where's the team? Why do you get to decide when you're not even a medical professional? What the hell is happening? So, yeah. So now I have to feel like I have to do it all over again, bring the actual principal, because she only hears of Caitlin. She's never really officially met her other than that last Friday, telling her we cannot do phone call appointments. She's in 11th grade, but she just turned 16. So going into her senior year, she's 16. So, and Kate, she is on the lower side of her emotional and, what is it? I forgot what the word is, but, she's so smart that she has better wording and vocab in her essays and talking to adults, but her peer social, that's what it is. Her social and emotional growth is behind and always has been. And that's anxiety. That's straight up. She's not understanding people and kind of like reading the room. She's in her own space. And that's why I always thought she was autistic. But every test came back 3 times. It's just severe anxiety. So I'm like, what are we supposed to do with that? I don't know. Keep going. So that's why it's just frustrating to me as a mom, understanding her world and knowing what the world is, and then having all these advocates that you're supposed to have in the educational world. Thank God for the medical. The medical gets it. because they, especially with COVID, they've seen a higher rate of kids having so much anxiety that they didn't have before. And Caitlin's just went up just a little, but they're like, they were on it because they're like, holy crap, this totally created another problem. And Caitlin has been consistent on her problem that they're like, oh, okay, we got to do something. Yep. And that's why I'm like, whatever you decide. Oh, here's my husband. My husband just pulled up, guys. I better go explain myself. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Bye.